Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Final Girl playthrough. So, as I said before, we're going to be rocking out a Final Girl playthrough every week, every Tuesday of October, leading all the way down to Halloween. Um, we did a playthrough earlier, didn't go very well, so we're going to try something out. So I've got some, we're going to do a few Season 1 playthroughs. Probably like the first 2 or 3 will be Season 1 stuff, and then we'll go into some Season 2. But I have some dice I rolled. These gave me my setup. So Geppetto is going to be our killer for today. He's got some of these puppets that'll come out, and we'll kind of get into that. There are some rules that I'm hoping I can kind of keep track of. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of with this, so I'm hoping. But the puppets will come out. They'll spawn in on his turn in his space, and then they'll move independently, but they can only be 2 spaces away from him. And they also have 1 health. They do 1 damage, and then their movement is the same as his movement. And then we're going to be doing Maple Lane. And so Maple Lane is set up a little different. It's got, instead of there being 3, instead of there being 3 places with items, there are 4, but then the stacks are smaller. And we've got some good weapons out here, so I do want to try to get some of those weapons because I think that'll help. Excuse me. Actually, we'll get those tokens out here. And so basically we're going to be able to search houses, and then whatever quadrant we're in is like the area that we search in. But every house only has 1 item. So we can't search, like once we search a house successfully, we have to notate it. So we have these little, we'll have these here that will notate after we've searched a house, knowing we can't go back there again. And we can't go into a house without someone letting us in. So if there's a house that's empty, we're okay to go in. But if there's a house with people in it, we have to convince them, which we have a special action card for that. So it's, if you roll each, enter an adjacent house. So like if you roll 3 successes, enter an adjacent house, you may take the top item if you mark it. If you do mark the house with the X token, this lets us enter an adjacent house. This lets us enter an adjacent house without any time. And enter an adjacent house, we'll lose health and lose our turn. Immediately turn this card into the action tableau, or we can do that and lose a time. Okay. The other thing we're going to do too, we're using Sheila, so let's take a look at Sheila here. So Sheila, she's 6 health. These are her when we rescue victims. These are, we'll take an improvised card, we'll take the long rest card, we'll lower the horror, we'll increase our time by 2, we'll move a space, we'll gain 2 health. And then when she flips over, we have, we'll get 2 time instead of 1 when we discard an action card. And then for each victim we save, we lower the horror level. And then we don't. Our setup here is the block party. So we've got 6. No, maybe I'll move this down a bit. We have 6 in the middle. It's kind of crowded there. We've got 2 in this house. We've got 1 here, 1 here. The killer's here. We're here. We have a person here, and we got a person there. Normally that would go here, but it's kind of blocked because of that. And then we are going to use signature cards. So this is from one of the box, like one of the like stretch goals or something from the Kickstarter. Basically, we'll have an extra thing we can use. So we're going to shuffle this up, and we're going to get an extra action that we'll get to use for this game. So we're going to use, we have meditate. So meditate, we can, when we roll 2 successes, we'll get to heal 2 and lower the, we'll heal 2, we'll lower the horror by 1, and we'll get 2 time. And then, yeah, so this is pretty good. So I'm going to add this to the tableau here. We'll just add it like this. And then, yeah, so here's our action cards. We have to flip over the first event still. So what is going on over there? Place 1 new victim in each exit. Okay, so victim, 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 and victim. Okay, so there we go. And then discard this card. So let's do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start by doing our action phase. Let's play some cards. We've got our standard 0 cost cards here. So I think probably we're going to probably want to kill these guys as they come in just because it's going to be a pain, but I want to rescue some people. I'm in a house already, so I might as well, I can't search yet. But I was like, I could search because I've already started in a house, but I can't. So I think maybe we'll do, let's do a walk action. So we're going to walk. And we'll take the health damage and we'll lose the 2 time. Because I guess there's, yeah, that was kind of an unfortunate thing. We'll try walking again. I'll discard my short rest and my weak attack to make this a success, which gives us lose a time and oh, we get to move a space for that. So we move a space, and then we're going to move another space for that, and then we'll rescue this person, and we'll get to do that. We'll put it here and lower that down, and I think I'll end the turn there. So I've got three. We've got three time to spend. So I do want to search. We'll spend 2 for the search, and I'll spend 1 for the close call. I think we kind of bummed our turn out because I used too much of my walking. So okay, so now we're gonna go to we did the planning phase. We're gonna go to the killer phase. So we're gonna first do this. They're gonna spawn one of these in their space. So there's a puppet, and then the puppet's gonna move towards a victim, which the only place it can move out is here. But then it can't get anybody because it's only moved 1 space. And then they're going to move towards, but they only move 1 space. And then we'll resolve the terror card, which is going to be there is no escape. Place Geppetto and each puppet at a door distributed evenly. Ooh. Distributed evenly. Well, okay, so this can happen where they split, and then if they split, the puppets will move towards Geppetto. So we'll go here, and we'll go here. And then they're going to... Oh, yeah, sorry. Then they're going to attack, and then... Wait, place them... Yeah. So they're going to move towards a person, which... They're already there because they're victims, and then they're going to attack. So they're going to kill this and kill this. This will go up by 2. They're dead. Okay, well that was unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so nobody's there to panic, and then we're at upkeep, so we're all good. It's our turn again. So... Unfortunately, I don't have anything, so we're going to try to do some focusing here. So we're going to focus. And we got 2 successes, so we're going to lower this and increase our time by 2. And let's try to focus again. And we got 1 success, so we're going to drop that down and we'll lose a time. But now we get to use 3 dice because we're in this section. And we're going to go ahead and end that, so we're going to get our weak cards back. Or our starting cards back. And we have 7 time to spend. So I think what I want is I'm going to probably try to convince that person. So let's spend a time for a convince card. And then we'll spend 2 time for a search. We'll spend 2 time for a sprint. And I'll spend 2 time for another sprint. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I'm at capacity. We can only hold 10 cards. So we're at a full hand now. All right. So next, he's going to spawn one of these in, and then they're going to move. So this will move, I guess it'll move into the house. Kill that one. This increases, so now we're back to this. This will move. Am I doing that right? Oh, wait a minute. He's got to move closer, so I don't think he kills this one. He's got to go back and be spaces closer to Geppetto, so he's going to prioritize that. But I do think this one kills this one. So then this goes back to what we were doing. And this will move here. And then he's 2 spaces, he's 2 spaces. So I think we're good. Okay. Okay, now I'm tripping. So they actually don't kill anybody because they just move. So they don't kill anybody. So that doesn't happen, but then he'll move and kill this one. So this person does die. So they just move towards somebody, but they didn't the puppets don't kill. They only kill when they're told from cards. Okay. So everything's fine, I think. So now let's flip over the next tarot card. And we've got, did you hear what happened on Maple Lane? It says, draw an event, draw the next tarot card. So we're going to draw an event, which is, it's the 4th of July. All victims inside a house move to adjacent street spaces. Okay, so that makes that somewhat easy to deal with. That comes out here. These come out here. This person comes out here. So that I can rescue them immediately, which will be nice. We'll play another event, which is under construction. Roll a die and place a roadblock token on the following. And then victims can't be saved from this space. So we're going to roll a die here. And it's a 4. So the south... Oh. Great, because that's where I am. Where's my roadblock? There it is. So victims cannot be saved from this space. Okay. Then we're going to play another card from the... Oh, draw the next tarot card. So bring her to me. The closest puppet to you will move. If you damage the puppet, move Geppetto one space closer. If you were damaged by the puppet, move Geppetto one space closer. If you are in Geppetto's space... Okay, so that's irrelevant. So the closest puppet will be this one, because this will be 1, 2... So we'll just move here. And it's only going to move it's going to move 2 spaces. But it didn't damage me. So, okay. It's our turn now. We're going to try to kill that puppet. And I can't rescue this person. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to walk. And we'll discard... Oops. We'll discard Close Call and Rest to make that 1 success. So we'll lose a time and move a space. I'm going to take this person with me. Can I carry them into a space with the thing? Okay, it says they won't fall into space with a killer. I don't know if minions count, so we're just going to leave that person there. And then we won't worry about it. We're going to weak attack. And we've got an success, so we'll take a damage, but then this guy is exhausted. He's gone. And then let's walk, because I want to... So southeast has this rifle, so let's try to get that rifle. So we're going to walk into that house. Nobody's in there. We've got a success, so we're going to lose a time. We can move up to 2 spaces. We'll go into this house. We're then going to search. And I will discard Convince, because now it doesn't matter, because they're... And I'll discard the Sprint. We'll lose a time, and we'll turn this to a success, but we'll gain the rifle. So it's 2-handed, so it's going to take both of our hands. We have 2 shots with it. It'll do damage from up to 3 spaces away, and the rifle cannot be modified by an action card. It must be used without one. Spend time to make a horror roll. Success, deal 2 damage to an enemy on a street space within range. Spend time to make a horror roll. Okay. So we've got this, and it's going to be in both of our hands. Oh, I can't put this here. But it'll do 2 damage, so it might be worth trying to hit Geppetto with it. We get him out in the street. The rifle cannot modify an action card, and it must be used without one. Spend time to make a horror roll. Success. Oh, okay. So we spend time to roll, and if we get a success, we do it. Okay, I'm like, why am I so confused by this? Okay, so we're gonna end our turn. Let's get these cards back. We've got 3 time. We'll spend the time to get Close Call, and we'll spend 2 time to get our Meditate card, because then that way we can heal up a little bit. We'll reset that. Sprint comes back out here. Convince goes back there. Search, walk, weak attack, walk, rest, and Close Call. Okay. So Puppet's going to spawn. This will go back to the ready space. It's going to spawn here. They'll move 2 spaces. So 1, 2. He will move 1, 2. And then we're going to play a terror card. Uh-oh. So puppets everywhere. It's a minor power. When a victim is killed in your space or an adjacent one, increase the horror. And then he's going to get this minor power, which is going to give him 2 additional health, which is really not fun. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay. That's it. So now Argo. Oh, and this house has been searched, so we're going to have to put an X here. Okay. So I think I'm going to try to get these people out of the thing here. And maybe I can get these people out and then I can shoot at him. So let's sprint. And we lose a time to move 3 spaces. We're going to go 1, 2. Maybe I'll do this 3. And we'll come out here because we can shoot from up to 3 spaces away. So I'm taking these 2 with me. It's a lot of people there. And then do I have... Let's do meditate. And we, oh man, we're just nailing it. So we're going to heal 2. We're going to lower this by 1, and we're going to get 2 time, which now gives us 3. So now when we do the horror roll, we can do some damage here. Now I'm trying to think here. So if I'm shooting at them, do I hit everybody in that space, or do I just hit the one person I'm targeting? Attacking... Okay, so we can only attack either the minions or the bad guy. So I think what we're gonna do is actually go for shooting him, and again we can do it from 3 spaces away. So we're gonna spend a time to do a horror roll, and our horror roll is 3. So on a success, we'll deal 2 damage to an enemy on a street space within range. So it's range 2, and ooh, we're gonna discard. Let's discard a focus and a close call. So we're going to turn that to a success. We'll use one of our things up, but we'll take 2 damage, which gets rid of that. So that minor power is now gone. And then let's do it again. We'll just shoot at him again. And that's a success. So we're going to spend that. It'll deal 2 damage, so he's takes those damage. But this is now gone because we've used our 2 shots. But he's taken 2 damage. And so that's gone. And I think that's another time we've lost. Okay, so that's progress. Great. All right, so we're going to do our planning phase here. We've got 5 time. Let's get these cards back. And then, so we've got 6 cards with that. So let's see. We probably want to sprint. I want a close call. And I want a search. All right. How about that? Okay. So... now this will spawn in. These will move, and they're going to move towards here, because that's what's here. He's going to move towards here and kill one of them. It's going to increase this. He's going to unlock this dark power. So massive abominations. Each puppet ignores the first damage dealt to... oh, now they're stronger. They're chunky. Okay. And then, so he did that. We're going to do the terror card. So they're coming from everywhere. If the roll a die, if the result is less than the horror level, spawn the remaining puppets regardless of their status in Geppetto's space, and then puppets only will move towards the final girl twice and then attack her. So the terror level, which is the horror level, the horror level is 1, so it's not gonna. It's a 4. It's not gonna happen. But they're all out anyway, and then they're all gonna move towards her. So. Here, here, here. And then they're going to attack me. Do I have anything to defend myself? Nope, so that's 3 damage. That was kind of rough, but they're here. And then, now that we've done all that, they're gonna panic. So we're going to resolve... there's 3 of them, so we'll roll 3 die, and they're going to panic. One's going to go 3, 4, and 5, which will be here. Okay. All right, Argo. I got to kill those guys, and they're not gonna die easily. So we're gonna probably try to get some people to escape. So we're gonna end up walking. I'm gonna roll my 3 die here, and we've got 2 successes, so we're going to take a time loss. We're going to move 2 people out, and that's going to rescue 2 people. We're going to heal 2 from this, and we're going to be able to move 1 space, so we're going to move back to here with that walk. Oh, these got to go back here, sorry. So we're going to walk. I'm going to walk again. Because we're just going to... Oh, do I have another walk? Yeah, we're going to walk again. Again, another success. So we're going to do this. We're going to take 2 people with us. They get rescued. We're going to increase our time back by 2. We're going to take the improvise card. I guess, does this person count as me rescuing them? I don't know. Because if I'm in the space with them, are they rescued? So many rules. Yeah, they count as rescued because I'm in that space with them. So this is, she's rescued. We're going to take the long rest card. So you get that one. And then we flip this. And so every time we discard a card for time, we're going to be able to get... I guess I'll set these here just in case. Well, we would get an additional time. And then every time we save an additional victim, we'll get to lower this. So the unfortunate thing is I need to come over here and hit them, and they're going to ignore the first damage they take. So we've got to figure out something. Why is this person here? Did they not move out from earlier? Yeah, they should have moved out from earlier from the 1 event card. So they would technically be saved as well. And then we'd lower that. Because nothing would have put them back in there. So, okay, let's get some items. So let's go ahead and try to, well, I'm thinking here. Let's sprint. And we're going to lose a time and move up to 3 spaces. If we go into northeast, we can get this archery bow. So let's do that. Let's go northeast, and then we'll search. Ooh, that's kind of a rough. Let's discard close call and discard focus to make that a success. We'll take the top item card, which is the archery bow. It's got 3 shots. You can hit from range 1 or 2. The archery bow cannot be modified. It costs 2 to fire at the street space within range. So it'll automatically do damage. We don't have to roll, but we take 2 time to do it. But it's got 3 shots on it. So I'm probably going to ignore these puppets and just shoot at Geppetto, because I think that's going to be the way we take him out. Because they're like kind of strong too, so it's like fighting them is going to be kind of a waste of time, I think. So we've searched that house. And is there anything else we can do? If I come out here, Geppetto is in range 2, so we could shoot at him 3 times. We'd lose all our time. We'd only be able to get that card back, so we may want to wait. And actually I can't move anyway. So we're going to end our turn. We'll get this focus card back. All of our movement. We've got a sprint card we're going to acquire. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. We're going to spend 1 to get a close call and the last 2 to get a guard. So we'll reset that. Search, focus, close call, sprint, walk, and walk. Okay. So now they're going to move. They're moving. They're already in the space, so I don't think they'll move. But then he will move. And which does he care about? Which? I guess he doesn't really care which way he goes. This has more victims, so he'll come here and kill this. That'll increase. Now they'll do 2 damage, or he'll hit twice. So we have endless maddening laughter. Laughter rings out in each space adjacent to you. All victims in those spaces panic. I have none adjacent to me. Victims in a space with an enemy are killed. Oh, dear. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to have to flip an event here in a moment. So let me set this over here to remember. If you're in a space with... if you are in a space with or adjacent to Geppetto, lose health equal to his attack value, which I'm not. And then if there are no victims, if no victims were killed and you did not take any damage, the next horror, reveal the next horror card. Resolve the next terror card, sorry. Okay, But we do have to resolve this event. It's raining. Panic victims in the intersection. Then move each victim that is in the street. That is in a street adjacent to a... Wait. Then move every victim that is on a street space to an adjacent house. So they're going to go in here. They're going to go in here. And I think that's it. Okay. So we're going to step out and we're going to go after Geppetto here. Now we have to be within range 2. And so we're going to have to come here and then shoot at him. We have to be at least range 1 or 2, so we can't be in the same space as him. Okay, whew. And he's gonna move 3 spaces and hit us. So we're gonna probably want some retaliation and some guarding. So I think we're probably gonna want to sprint. Thankfully, nothing's raised this up. The only thing that's gone up is that, but nothing's raised the horror level. Okay, so we're going to lose a time, and we're going to move up to 2 spaces. 1, 2, or up to 3 spaces. 3. We're going to spend 2 time to fire off the archery bow, doing 1 damage to him. The archery bow cannot modify an existing action and must be used without one. Yep. So that's gone. He's got 5 health left. Let's focus so I can increase our time again. Ooh. I guess we're going to lose the time, unfortunately, because I didn't manage to get anything there. We'll shoot at him again, so he's going to take a damage. We'll spend 2 time. Hit him for 1. I do think that I'm going to have to likely discard some cards to get some action cards, but that'll work fine. So what we're going to do is I'm going to discard Close Call. I'm going to discard Search, and it's going to give us 4 time. Because we normally get 1 for discarding, but then in this case we get 2 for Sheila's ability. Let's spend the 2 time and hit him again. That card's gone. Takes another damage. We'll discard Long Rest to gain 2 more time. And I'll discard Improvise to get 2 more time. And then we're going to end our go. We're going to gain these cards back. I'm going to spend 2 for Guard and 4 for Retaliate. And these will come back. So Improvise, Long Rest, Search, Close Call, Focus, and Sprint. Okay. So now they're going to come into this space. I don't know. They're going to go towards a victim. But I guess the closest would be going to this space. This space. But they can't be 2 spaces without him. They're going to move towards a regular victim. So 1, 2, 3. He'll move here and hit me because I'm the closest. He'll attack me for 2. We're going to use Retaliate. So we can ignore all the damage if we roll 2 successes and hit him back for 2. Oh. Let's discard... Ooh, let's discard... because I want to make that a success and hit him for 2. Let's discard Focus. And we'll discard discard Guard. So it's going to make this a success. We're going to ignore all the damage and then we're going to hit him back for 2. Okay, so he's got 1 health left, so we may win the game. We're getting close. We may win the game. Yay, we may win the game. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, we've resolved that. Let's flip over... They just got hit by a car. If there are any victims in any street spaces, discard the next card. If there are no victims in any street spaces, discard and draw the next tarot card. So we're going to do that because there are no victims in any street spaces. They told us to hide. We're going to increase the horror by 1. And then place a new victim in each house that is not connected to a exit. And then draw an event card. So a house that's not connected to an exit. So that one, that one, that one, and... that one. Okay, and then we're going to draw an event card. Boyfriend. Place a special victim in the boyfriend's house. This is your boyfriend. If the killer would target you, the killer targets the boyfriend. During upkeep, move the boyfriend 2 spaces towards you. Then if the boyfriend's in your space, decrease time. Alright. So boyfriend's house, that must be his sister in there, I guess. So during the upkeep phase, we're going to move him twice. So upkeep phase, so nobody died. Upkeep phase, he's going to move 2 spaces towards me. Okay, so this is it. Crunch time here. We're going to weak attack Geppetto. Alright, it does 2 damage. We lose a time. No, we don't lose any time. It does 2 damage. So if... we actually get an extra die. Doesn't matter. If we flip this over, and this is blank, we win. Yes! He's dead. We got him. Okay. Sheila! We did it! Okay, so we won. Okay. I hope I did everything right. Oh man, I hope I did everything right. If not, it's not a huge deal. But what really came in clutch there were the weapons. So we got weapons, and they really helped. So, again, I hope I did everything right. I'm so sorry if I didn't, but we got to win. I'm excited about that. Yes. So, 1 for 1, Geppetto has been defeated by Sheila. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know... yeah, let me know what how much you guys, if you guys have Final Girl and how much content you have, and if you've backed the recent Season 3 stuff. So I'm excited about it. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.